Hello, today we're taking a look at Divide by Sheep. This is a humorous and dark game about killing sheep and math all at the same time. Very strange. I'm just gonna click this button right here and we're gonna start the first level. It appears that we have Mr. Death and Mr. Octopus, but Death is questioning something. He sees the world around him, it's so happy, but he has no friends. Well, one, it's a giant tentacle octopus thing. So he has an idea, he's arisen, and he's making the world terrible. And of course, everything that dies has now become his friend. Oh, how nice. Death is bringing the sheep to be his friends. Okay, so, tutorial. Take this, drag it over to here. Oh, look at them go. Launch them miles. Poor sheep. It's okay, don't worry. Okay, so these appear to be our goals. We need to send the proper quantities of sheep onto these rafts by launching them all across. Easy. Perfectly easy. So many sheep doing their jobs. 3 stars. Perfect. What do we have next? 4, 2, and 4. Same thing. Easy as heck. We just have to catapult them like nobody's business. Look at this. They're flying everywhere. The sheep don't even know. They're not arboreal creatures, so they are very confused by this. And we're going to launch these guys, these 5 sheep, over to here. And one of them didn't make it. I'm sorry, sheep. For the greater good of everyone, some have to be sacrificed. Very nice. What do we have here? What we need to do is get a shipment of 2 sheep, a shipment of 4 sheep, and a shipment of 6 sheep. Easy. Easy. We have more than enough sheep. Look at these sheep. Just get over there. Be gone, little sheep. And then we're going to use these guys to get our shipment of 4 sheep. Watch this. There they go. Perfectly fine. No problems here. And now, need to launch these guys over, and we now have our shipment of 6 sheep. See, easy as that. Look, it's not difficult. It's all about just adding things together, isn't it? It's quite nice. What do we have here? Shipment of 1 sheep, 4 sheep, and 5 sheep. Okay. Let's do this. It's easy enough. Oh. We'll launch that guy over there, launch this guy over here, send him back over there. That's very nice. This is some sad, terrible apocalyptic situation that is occurring with these poor sheep, I will note. These guys have no doubt completely... They don't even know what's going on, do they? Do they even know what's catapulting them? I mean, they may think that we're trying to save them, but on the other hand, we don't know where these rafts go. Okay. They're just chilling out. They're launched over here. There's too many. Some people are being thrown into the water. It's unfortunate. And, of course, they have continued to play solitaire. That is quite unfortunate. That is concerning. We need a group of 3 sheep. Well, goodbye, yon friends. I know it's not the best to launch you all into, like, a deathscape of doom. But on occasion, it has to be done, and you have to face the fact that, of course, for progress in any situation, some do need to be sacrificed. Okay, let's see. So we only need 1, so let's launch this guy over here first. Launch this guy over here. And send him over here. There you go. We got many sheep. All the sheep are, of course, very happy about being sent on these rafts. Which they think are rescue rafts. They're not rescue rafts. It's, of course, sending them to their doom. What is this? Mr. Romeo here, Mr. Romeo sheep, and Miss Juliet sheep are pining for each other across the fjords, but of course, there's an electric fence in the way. which I presume we're going to understand. Ah, look, it's an electric fence. You see, here's the situation. On one hand, nobody wants to see a sheep die. That's terrible. Wouldn't you agree? On the other hand, oh, I can't even launch him. That's not cool. Oh, I wanted to launch him directly into that. Oh, fine. What do we have here? We have 6, 7, 8 sheep. That is too many sheep. So we're going to have to sacrifice a couple. Goodbye, sheep. You thought that you would live to some ripe old age. Not even a chance. Not in the slightest. You creatures as sheep literally have no chance of surviving beyond like 2. The age of 2. You're doomed. Okay. Oh no, I see how we're going to do this. Okay. So we've got a small conundrum with 4 sheep and 3 sheep. We just need to move them out of the way of one another, launch them onto separate platforms, and send them to the proper raft. Really, it's not been nearly as dark as I expected it to be so far, but then again, nothing's being eaten by wolves, and there's no laser traps yet. Both of which are a thing. Okay, what do we have here? We seem to have the necessity for 6 individual sheeps on our next shipment. So, sheeps, how are we going to do this? We're going to launch this sheep here. Of course, this can only hold 5 sheep, and I don't think we can afford to lose any sheep unnecessarily, so we're going to launch these guys over here, launch these guys up, and they will fulfill the shipment, which of course is going off to... It's going off to the butchery. You didn't think it would be the case. You thought maybe the sheep had a chance. Why would you think that the sheep have a chance? They don't have any chance. They're done. Regardless of the situation, they're all doomed. Okay, so we now need but 2 sheep, which is going to be difficult as heck. We have 3 sheep. 3 sheep! Ah, we've blown it. Here, have an extra sheep. We failed you. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking ahead. Oh. Well. We appear to have a new contestant in the arena. Wolves of Death. Black wolves pouncing upon this sheep. The sheep has, of course, attempted to flee, but a sheep cannot flee because the wolves are gonna friggin' eat it like nobody's business. So let's see. We have ourselves the wolves and the sheep. Our first shipment needs to be of 2 sheep. Well, you know, in nature, something's gotta eat. Here you go, wolves. Have a nice little meal. Isn't that nice? There we go. And the fat wolves don't fly anywhere. That's brilliant. So if we launch these guys over to here, we're going to lose 1 initially. We're going to lose 2 more. Go to your deaths, sheep! You have to understand this for the best of everyone that you do these things. Here we go. Go. And we're going to launch them up here and right onto the raft. Perfect situation. We're going to lose another sheep, but of course, the wolves themselves are completely full. They can't eat any more than 1 sheep because all of these sheep are so fat. It's disgusting. They're disgustingly fat. What have you been eating all of your lives? That's ridiculous. What do we need? 5 individual sheep. 5 sheep. Not tons of sheep. Just 5. Okay. Interesting. How shall we fetch for ourselves 5 individual sheep skis? Let's launch these guys over here. It's done us no good. We can commit some of these to their death. That's always fun. I mean, when you can't actually solve anything, it's probably for the best that you just kill whatever you can. And what we got here, We just ate tons of sheep. We got one. I don't think this is going to solve our problems. I think we may have just killed a ton of sheep. And in the end, have come up with literally no solution. No, that's... I don't think this is going to work. I think it's for the best at this point that we kill as many sheep as we can. Because, of course, we cannot be left with witnesses to the fact that we have just, like, murdered sheep for no reason. There you go. Yeah, cool, fine. Yeah, no, restart. Okay, let's try that again. Let's do this again. Here you go. You can have some sheep there. Oh, of course, that simplifies things so much. If I wasn't a dunce, which I am, it's unfortunate, I would have figured that out already, and it would have been perfectly fine. Here we go, watch this. So we're gonna launch him here. Of course, Mr. Sheepsky's over here, living in paradise, utopia, munching upon many blades of grass. Unfortunately, have to leave that utopia and enter a watery realm of death, except for, of course, their single emissary who has survived, and shall go off upon a ramp to a world of pure torment. Yeah, you didn't think it would be a world of pure torment, did you? But it is. It is. It's a situation we have to face as a society. Realize that these sheep are being thrown into a world of death. What do we need next? We need 3 sheep. How do we get just 3 sheep? Well, we can throw this one into the drink. I don't see this working out very well. Don't see it working out well at all. Here, have 5 sheep. Oh, no, that raft was leaking. That's unfortunate. I don't think they're going to make it very far. We have to restart, by the way. I don't know what I did wrong, but I can assure you it was terribly incorrect. Whatever I did wrong, it was bad. Okay. So we need 4 sheep initially. Let's launch some sheep over here and launch them back. That's fine. We've done that. They have witnessed one of their own friends dying in front of them, and they're just going to have to live with it. It's an unfortunate fact, but it is a fact indeed of our society. So we have 4. Okay, we're gonna launch these guys back here and we're gonna put them on the raft. You've been saved, people. You don't have to thank me. You just have to face the fact that you've been saved, and you're gonna have to live with it. And here's how we do it. That's good enough. Okay, we just had to launch the solitary hermit sheep all the way over to the other solitary hermit sheep so that they could create a hermit society, which in and of itself is a hypocritical idea. And then we launch the hermit society onto a raft and ship it out so we don't have to look at it anymore. Because the hermit society is terrible. It's ridiculous. I see. Is this the case? So now we appear to have a raft of death, which has upon it a wolf who's waiting for his wolf friends. We need to launch them over onto that raft. So we're gonna launch them over here. He's gonna eat one. He's gonna be too fat, and we're gonna launch him over there. Perfect. Oh, he's a pirate. Are you gonna go raid all of the sheep rafts that I've been launching out? Is that your situation? That's not very nice. That's actually pretty terrible. I mean, they thought that they were going to be safe initially, but now apparently they're not going to be safe. They're doomed. Oh, well, we've done our jobs once again. But I believe... No, I don't believe anything. That's the situation. I was going to say I believe it's time for the end of the episode, but it's not time for the end of the episode. Not yet. I'm dumb and wasn't paying attention to time at all because I'm launching sheep. Guys, I just messed it up again. Didn't even look at the situation. Can't do that. I wanted to launch 5 sheep onto here and launch them directly onto the raft, but I can't do that. because there's not 5 slots for sheep there. Here we go. This is how we do it. We launch the 3 sheep first, the terrific trio of sheep, who have had to face terrible trials so far. And we launch these 4 sheep over here. Easy as pie. We're just subtracting a couple sheep. Not an issue. There you go. How do you feel about that? So many sheep have escaped their ultimate torment. Perfectly fine. Okay, what do we need? We're apparently in need of 1 singular wolf to escape the area. But that comes second. We first need to launch 3 sheep. There you go, 3 sheep over there. And we launch these 3 sheep over to here. Huh. Yeah, sure. We're gonna launch the 3 sheep over there. It's gonna be fine, don't worry. I'll commit these 2 to their death. And we have 2. We have 2 wolves. We can't have 2 wolves, that's not acceptable. That is beyond my understanding. Oh, good Lord almighty. I've blown it. Watch. Look, they're going SOS, it's all over. I'm sorry, wolves, you had to suffer the losses. And we've left some sheep behind. Poor sheep. I don't even care. I just don't care. I can't care. Don't think about it. What we're doing is too terrible to think about. It's not actually that terrible. I mean, it's bad, but it's not terribly bad. I mean, there's been worse. Let's launch these guys onto here. Perfect. And, commit these guys to their graves. Goodbye. Literally every single one of them died. Oh, well, it was necessary for the progress of sheepkind. Unfortunately, however, I think we just doomed all of sheepkind as well. We've blown it! Why have we blown it? I don't know. Don't look at me. Look, we don't have enough sheep. I did it wrong. I didn't think about it. Oh, we've killed so many sheep for nothing. You think restarting actually brings them back to life? It doesn't. It's just another set of islands that looks exactly the same. Okay, what do we need? So apparently we cannot commit every sheep to their death. That's not acceptable. We have to somehow figure out how to make this work properly. So let's try this. I'm not good, of course, at thinking ahead. So I'm not even going to. I'm just going to launch these sheep in random directions at all times. And by random directions, I mean there is directionality to it. I am making slight plans, and apparently those plans have worked decently. There weren't that many dead sheep, only like 4 or 5, and I mean, that's an acceptable number to be lost. Okay, so we've got laser walls. Laser walls have cut the sheep in half. The sheep apparently are acceptable if they are duct taped back together as a single sheep. That's fine, I guess. I don't know. And apparently those guys enjoy eating half sheep. Understood. Well, that's pretty terrible. Okay. You wanna? Yeah? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Well, sheep, you were good sheep while you lasted. You thought that your lives would be so long, but here we are. Oh, that's graphic. It's terribly graphic. Hey, Mr. Sheep on the Raft there. I've got your shipment for you. There you go. That's just a little sliced in half. It's fine. Now we need 4 sheeps. 4 sheeps, and then we need 2 sheeps. How are we gonna get 4 sheeps? I don't know how I'm going to fetch 4 sheeps. That is a strange thought. So we have for ourselves 3 sheeps here, 1 sheep here. Look at that. Oh, I know how to get 4 sheeps. That's simple. We're going to launch this guy through. He's been cut in half, and of course, we launch this guy. And we get all 4 of our sheeps. Perfect. Not an issue. And then, of course, we have our 2 sheep, who shall, of course, make it there alive. Don't tell them that they're going to die. They don't need to know. No, your families will miss you. Oh, it's just a solid bisection of them. Just solidly cut in half. Not even slightly off to the left or right. It's just straight through. Okay, we have yet another task for ourselves in the form of, once again, trying to cut in half sheep. So, what do we need to do? We need 4 initial sheeps. So let's launch these guys over here. How in the world will we get 4 initial sheeps? I don't know, but I'm cutting them in half. Oh no. I didn't think that would happen. Oh no. We killed like 6 sheep and then killed 2 more because they ran away from the bodies. That's terrible. That's so bad. Okay, so now they got 2 sheep. I don't know, I'm launching these guys through and launching them back because... Nope, too many sheep. I expected as much. Sometimes you have to face the fact that too many sheep are sent in a certain situation. And when that happens, of course, you just have to live with it. I don't even know. I think we completely blew it. I think, of course, our goal now is to make as many of these spots bloody as possible. And, of course, to kill as many sheep as possible. So, you were good sheep to begin with, but you all die! And now you go over here and you sit there and everything is bloody and terrible. And, of course, the sheep in the raft is looking on with absolute horror as the corpses of sheep are being launched randomly in random directions. That is beyond my understanding. Okay, we failed, but on the other hand, I think we succeeded. I think you can understand that one. Yeah, you agree. I know you agree. I've telepathy and things, foresight, crazy things. I know you agree that that was perfectly acceptable and it had to be done. Because I do too. Well, but regardless, that brings us to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. This has been Divide by Sheep. Ridiculous game. Looks so happy to start out, and then it's so dark and morbid. We now have a land of death before us, and that's about all that we have. But yeah, thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.